Hello there.
An entire series in which I own on Blu-ray that I am yet to watch. This is a rarity with my collection of physical media. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is your boy Elie Moses, your 22-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. Damn it, man. Don't worry. We'll make it up with our reaction and first time watching the Breaking Bad series. Hopefully you guys will be along for the journey with me. This show is highly regarded and is considered one of the greatest shows, if not the greatest show of all time. And I'm excited to finally watch it. I know you could say I am 10 years too late. I do not care. It is never too late. And yeah, my dad and brother did purchase the entire box set like 4 or 5 years ago, and they watched it. However, when they were watching it, I'd skitter off and do my own thing, and I was too preoccupied with my studies to even worry about Breaking Bad at the time. And I have seen a few memes over the years. It's hard to escape them, but I never knew the context of them, and I do not know how this show ends, and I can promise you that. And I am glad that I don't know the ending of this show, unlike Game of Thrones, which I did watch after the completion of the show. But yeah, this is not ruined for me, nor is the spin-off show Better Call Saul. I have no idea what happens in both, so I'm very excited to conduct this journey, and hopefully you guys are excited for me as well and are willing to join me along the way by hitting the like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content only, if you enjoy my style of reactions, if you enjoy my style of commentary, because I do like to insert a little bit of my filmmaking knowledge or what I have learned across my studies from filmmaking into my reactions. So yeah, we are here to watch the first episode of Breaking Bad, titled Pilot. A fantastic episode title for a pilot episode. So yeah, let's waste no more time. Let's get right into the reaction. I cannot wait. I am hella excited. Yeah, and let's smash this thing. Let's have some fun. Let's go. It's crazy to think that this show started in 2008. Like, wow. Immediately, I love how the show is already using the 16:9 aspect ratio. Obviously, I enjoy the full screen aspect ratio a lot. And I'm interested to see whether that changes as the seasons progress or as the episodes progress.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. To all law enforcement entities, this is not an admission of guilt. I am speaking to my family now. Skylar, you are the love of my life. I hope you know that. Walter Jr., you're my big man. There are going to be some things that you'll come to learn about me in the next few days. Just want you to know that no matter how it may look, I only had you in my heart.
Why do I feel like this is going to be one of those things that ties into the ending of season 5 or the final season? And it's just the entire show is going to be like a how did we get here moment. Because that would be absolutely fantastic if it's planned out like that. Oh man, I'm hella excited. I'm so excited. Like, it's like finally I am watching it. A show which I've put off for a very long time. I love how they use the chemistry or like the symbols on the periodic table for the names of the actors and actresses. Or like one of the letters of the names of the actors and actresses.
How's it feel to be on?
How does it feel to be a smartass?
Good.
Eat you, veggie bacon.
I own up to being a smartass.
Hey, Mr. White. Make those tires shine, huh?
Oh my god.
What a prick, man, honestly. I mean, the Corvette is nice, but the driver is a prick. Well, the owner is a prick. Probably daddy's money, but still. You can tell it's like one of those crap,
So very late.
one of those shitty days.
Really, I'm
Like,
serious.
I gotta wear a fake smile.
I mean, you're flat as a washboard.
Oh.
You look awesome. She's not showing at all, is she? She's showing a little.
Carmen, this is my sister Marie.
It's a good day for the citizens of Albuquerque when we can put this big a dent in the local drug trade.
That's unusual, isn't it? That kind of cash?
Well, it's not the most we ever took. It's easy money till we catch you. Well, I'll just say the word and I'll take you on a ride along. You watch us knock down a meth lab. Get a little excitement in your life.
I can kind of see where this is gonna go.
Just doing you tonight. So just close your eyes, relax, and let it. Close your eyes.
Okay.
That's it. There you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep. Yes! 56.
She was saying keep it going. I'm like, this one take is still going, and then it ends. I was like, that camera been still for a while. We keeping it going, alright?
Mr. White. Mr. White,
Yes.
you understood what I've just said to you.
Yes. Lung cancer. Inoperable.
I'm sorry. I just need to make sure you fully understand.
Best case scenario with chemo, I'll live maybe another couple of years. It's just, you've got mustard on your. Right there, you got mustard there. Right there?
I like right there in that scene how we sort of had all that eerie music, and even with the earphones on right there, sort of had those like I don't know how to explain that sound. It was really annoying, that sound. It's just like sort of like Walter trying to process what's going on, and it's like his world's crumbling down. It was like that eerie siren constantly playing and berating my ears right there. And then bang, snap back to the real world where we have all the diegetic noise, all the natural world sounds. There's no music whatsoever. It's a one-on-one personal conversation with his doctor, and it was basically a snap back to reality as he's basically trying to process his diagnosis right there. And yeah, and I enjoyed really the close-up of Bryan Cranston's face right there, as sort of that sound was playing, that sort of siren sound, and then saw his facial expressions just trying to process things, but then that facial expression carried over to his like line delivery, if that made sense, with his confusion, and just him, you know, delivering his lines and just in a way where he's just like, yes, I understood, lung cancer. 2 or 3 years at max. It's just like, really enjoyed that scene.
So, how was your day?
Just got diagnosed with cancer, babe. Nothing.
I don't It's fine.
I said I need you outside to do some wipe downs. Are you here to work or to be staring at the skies? Come on, let's go. Come on, man.
Fuck you, Bogdan.
What?
I said fuck you and your eyebrows. Wipe down this.
That's all that anger channeled, just coming out.
Hank. Hank, it's Walt. Hey. Oh, listen, I didn't wake you, did I? Oh, good, good. Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I just, I've been thinking about that offer, that ride along.
I, I love that right there. That setup, you know, him lighting up the matches, that repetitiveness, same thing over and over again, sort of like just his life characterized into the lighting of matches. You know, that mundane nature of his life, the repetitiveness, the constant, you know, wake up, rinse, repeat, same thing. Go to work, teach chemistry to students who probably don't even care about it. How dimly lit the school is. It's just boring, repetitive. Finish school, go after school to the car wash, work my second job, same thing over and over again. Get told off by my boss, and you can sense that Walter took up this opportunity right here to find that little bit of excitement in his life. Like, to the point, even he's got a newborn baby on the way. It's just that his life around him is sort of draining that any excitement he has for the newborn baby, even. And I can see where this show's gonna sort of go. And I understand, or I know how the story or like what happens with Walter in terms of he undertakes, like, obviously drug dealing or a chemistry lab, which is basically got me interested for the setup with Hank here in terms of, like, you know, that family tension and whether Hank finds out because it's his sister, it's his wife's brother, sorry. And already they're setting up certain character interactions that you're really curious to see how they play out in the future. But this episode, or the opening 20 minutes here, perfectly encapsulates, you know, a boring, mundane life, basically compounded by the fact he just had a cancer diagnosis and he hasn't even told anyone that's closely related to him. He's just kept that to himself, and you see that anger, sorry, you know, basically boiled up, and then he took it out on Bogdan, I think it was, the car wash owner right there. And I guess that's a little inclination of what's to come in terms of Walter's temperament and what he's able to handle. Because you see him in this episode, he's quite reserved, and I think that reserved nature is due to the life he's living. His life doesn't allow him to be that expressive. Yeah, he's really smart, obviously, which is already established with his degree. I think it said at the start Nobel Prize or something along the lines of that, contributing to it. But besides that, all being boring, mundane, repetitive things, and yeah.
Watch this, make some shit. Meth labs are nasty on a good day. You mix that shit wrong and you got mustard gas.
Phosphine gas, I think.
Yeah, exactly. One whiff will kill you. That's why the respirators.
In today's class, Walter, we'll be conducting a drug raid. If that's not exciting, I don't know what is.
House is clear. One suspect in custody.
Copy that. The suspect, might he be of the Latino persuasion?
Driver's license says Emilio Koyama.
Asian. Pay up, sucker.
Hey. First name Emilio. That's at least half a beaner. Tell you what, let you off for a 10. Whoa. You're up, homie. You people still got J-Lo.
Hank, do you think I might get to go inside? See the actual lab?
Yeah. Yeah, tell you what, we're gonna go peek our heads in, check it out first. Stay here a minute.
Whoa! Someone escaping daddy? Oh, damn. The cabin. Captain Cook, baby. Insert Nick Fury. There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Hey, it's me. I'm alone.
How'd you find me?
You're still in our filing system. Honestly, I never expected you to amount to much, but methamphetamine? I didn't picture that. There's a lot of money in it, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
Not a clue.
Captain Cook? That's not you?
You ain't welcome back, Cotter, so step off. No speeches.
Short speech. You lost your partner today. What's his name? Emilio? Emilio is going to prison. You got nothing. Square one. But you know the business. And I know the chemistry. I'm thinking maybe you and I could partner up.
You want to cook crystal meth? You and me.
That's right. Wow. Either that, or I turn you in.
That's a fair deal, you know. He's got the upper hand here. You know what? I've really enjoyed this episode. I feel like the cinematography and the camera work has been simple and effective, but the thing I've really enjoyed the most, I feel like, is the audio. The inserting of certain things in the background during scenes of dialogue. I feel like the audio has been designed really well to a point where it captures real world stuff in the background as well. It kind of reminds me of the Buffy episode, The Body. For all of you that have seen Buffy, I just remember that episode really brought everything back down to reality from a real world perspective. You almost forgot it was a world full of demons and supernatural entities and magic and things like that. Because I remember the scene where her mother, spoilers for Buffy, there was major spoilers if you haven't seen it. The scene where her mother passed away in that episode, the way it was dealt with in terms of inserting, indistinct audio or background noise from from the likes of children playing and things like that. And this episode does it really well as well. Again, in the scene where he's talking to the doctor, the simple sound design of or the simple sounds of the clock ticking in the background, or the train, it just adds to each scene, doesn't make it just dialogue one-on-one with a character. And I like that.
I just thought a novel would be easier to sell.
Yeah, well,
Maybe so.
if you ever want me to read anything, I could critique it for you.
Oh. No.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm not at that stage where no.
Open offer. So what's up with Walt lately?
Talking about taking advantage of his workplace. I mean, none of the kids care enough about chemistry even, so you know what? Might as well exert the resources of the school.
Volumetric flask is for general mixing and titration. You wouldn't apply heat to a volumetric flask. That's what a boiling flask is for. Did you learn nothing from my chemistry class?
Oh, you flunked me. Remember?
No wonder.
Prick. okay? This is art.
Oh.
Cooking is art, and the shit I cook is the bomb. So don't be telling me.
Shit you cook is shit. I saw your setup. Ridiculous. You and I will not make garbage. We will produce a chemically pure and stable product that performs as advertised. No adulterants, no baby formula, no chili powder.
No, chili pea's my signature.
Not anymore.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
These chemicals and their fumes are toxic, in case you didn't know that.
Well, you can dress up like a faggot if you want. But a mobile meth lab, that'd be the bomb. I mean, drive way out in the boonies, be all evasive.
I wonder where he's gonna fork out the money for an RV. I mean, they're really struggling financially with his wife selling certain artifacts from the household and getting excited over those.
Dude, this isn't even $7,000. All right, my guy wants 85.
This is all the money I have in the world. You're a drug dealer. Negotiate.
You are not how I remember you from class. I mean, like, not at all.
I gotta go.
Tell me why you're doing this. Seriously.
Why do you do it?
Money? Mainly?
There you go.
Nah, come on. Man, some straight like you, giant stick up his ass, all of a sudden at age, what, 60, he's just gonna break bad?
I'm 50.
It's weird, is all, okay? It doesn't compute. Listen, if you've gone crazy or something, I mean, if you've gone crazy or depressed, I'm just saying, that's something I need to know about, okay? I mean, that affects me.
I am awake.
What?
Buy the RV.
Interested. He still hasn't disclosed
We start
his
tomorrow.
condition yet. Just like, I am awake. I feel like that's like a thing of saying like, I have finally found a purpose or finally found something to, you know, set up my family for the future or something to, you know, get me excited in life. I feel like this show is going to be the I guess, foundation of the word YOLO. You only live once. And basically what Walter is doing right now is basically, pardon me for saying, fuck it. And I don't usually like swearing, but this show is probably going to encapsulate that term, fuck it. Like he's saying, I've been diagnosed with cancer. I have 1 or 2 years to live, a couple years. My family's really struggling. There's an opportunity to make heaps of money with a meth lab. Let's use my knowledge to something, because clearly that plaque on the wall didn't get me anywhere. I am still a normal teacher working 2 jobs, struggling, and my knowledge has got me nowhere in life. I teach it to a bunch of kids who basically aren't interested in it. So yeah, time to chase the bag, even though it's illegal. I'm going out in a couple years anyway, so I might as well go out with a bang. I feel like that's what this show's gonna be, and I'm excited for it. I love the character interactions so far. I like Walter Jr. as well. I feel so sorry for him. And immediately, because of the conditions, or
So how are those feeling in the waist? Are they too tight? Because you don't want to get them if they're too tight.
My big boy pants.
I hate seeing that kind of crap, man.
My big boy pants.
Don't.
What? Walt.
Oh no. Hey, mommy, I think I pinched a loaf in my brand new big boy pants.
Yo, my guy did he flanked them.
What are you doing? What's wrong, Chief? Having a little trouble walking?
Get off me! Get off me! I'll mess you up, man.
Well, you'll have one shot. You better make it good. What are you waiting for your girlfriends? You better go. Better go. Take it. Take your shot. Take it.
He's asking. I told you. Fuck it mode. With everything. Yo, he pulled off the flank of the century right there. As a Call of Duty player, I am proud of that flank. That's my dad. But what I was gonna say before is that how they've established Walter White's current status, how they've established his life so far in terms of his son and his condition, his wife, how he's just overall seen and treated from the family as well. You're already rooting for him within the first matter of minutes of the episode. As soon as I saw his son, I'm like, this is someone that's struggling. This is someone that's not having the best of lives, and I'm already rooting for him to succeed. And I understand what's at stake here, and I understand what, like, like besides the cancer thing, I understand already the decision he's made and what he's doing it for.
Oh, this is a good look for you. And you're maybe only the world's second biggest homo. Shut up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Work it, baby. Work it.
Turn that off.
This is glass grade. And you got, Jesus, you got crystals in here 2 inches, 3 inches long. This is pure glass. You're a goddamn artist. This is art, Mr. White.
Actually, it's just basic chemistry, but thank you, Jesse. I'm glad it's acceptable.
Acceptable. You're the goddamn Iron Chef. Every jibhead from here to Timbuktu is gonna want to taste. Try this.
No. No. We only sell it. We don't use it.
Okay, since when? Listen, you've been watching way too much Miami Vice. That ain't happening.
So, what now? How do we proceed?
We cook more tomorrow. Meantime, I know just the guy to talk to.
You dimed on him.
Oh, hey, that is bullshit. No, I should kick his punk ass for even thinking that. You know what, next time you talk to Emilio, you tell him for me, all right?
Emilio's right here.
But you tell him yourself. Made bail this morning.
Go ahead, Bendejo. Kick my ass.
Listen.
Where did you get this? 'Cause I know your little punk ass didn't cook it.
I swear, if he's brought Emilio and the boys, first episode in, they've already compromised their, partner. Yep.
Damn, man. You some kind of nudist? Out here all by yourself, huh?
Again, the natural sounds of birds and stuff, it's present a lot this episode.
Hey, I know you. He was there when I got busted. He's with the DEA.
No.
You rata snitch, motherfucker. Run, Mr. Wright, run!
I'll teach you my recipe. Huh? What do you say? You want to cook like me? You let us both live. And I will teach you. Huh?
How did Emilio make bail this morning, man? They must have so much money for him to make bail after that bust. Because immediately, like first episode already, Jesse's contacts or, past interactions have already come back to haunt him and compromise him and Walter's partnership. And it makes you think how else other relationships are going to be formed or any bridges that are going to be burned throughout the series as well. Like, this is already the first episode and Walter's already had to compromise and, teach someone else his recipe rather than them concealing it to themselves. I knew he was going to sabotage it somehow. Alright, there's already one of the bridges potentially being burned. First episode in, and they've got a long way to learn. Long way to go, sorry. They've got a lot to learn as well. You're the chemistry teacher, come on. Oh, so this is the chase sequence from the beginning of the episode. Okay. That was a nice tie-in. That was a really nice tie-in to the events that obviously led up to the beginning. What a fantastic transition right there. You know, to the panning out of the barrel of the gun, obviously from the black screen. I didn't expect this first episode already to almost be bust or potentially bust. Damn. Oh. Damn. Haha. It ain't the po-po. I love how there's a lot of green in this show. Like, even the fire engines are lime green. Today's your lucky day, Walter.
Phosphine gas. One good whiff. You gonna clean this up?
How was your day today, honey? Fine.
I don't know what's been going on with you lately, but whatever it is, I do not like it when you don't talk to me. The worst that you can do is shut me out. Is that you?
My man's a different man. Walt was a changed man in the span of 3 weeks. Hey, if that's one thing like you want your pilot to do for the first episode of a series or a show, is you want it to make you want to continue, or you want it to make you can look forward to what's next. And this show, immediately off the bat, has got me looking forward to what's next and what's going to happen, you know, with Walter and Jesse's dealings. Who are they going to meet? Who are they going to interact with? Because clearly this is the first stage of their process. Not even the first stage. It's just like, you know, it's, you know, like baby crawls here, baby steps still. And you already saw at the beginning of the episode, Jesse's past, or like this episode, sorry, Jesse's past already coming back to haunt him, or like sort of those interactions he's had in the past, almost busting up the mission and landing him and Walter 6 feet under. So basically, almost first episode. And I really like the subversion of expectations for how you think this. I didn't think it was gonna go that way with the episode or the beginning of the episode tying into this end of the episode. I thought maybe it was gonna be like a season thing, or like I predicted, like a 5-season thing. I was like, how do we get here? But no, it was done in all one episode. And I thought the pacing of this episode was fantastic in terms of like, you know, establishing Walter's situation in life, and really doubling down on, you know, how mundane and repetitive his day-to-day life is, his struggles, the relationship with his wife, the relationship with his son, what's to come, and the baby, and then obviously learning that he has cancer. And I'm interested to see, no pun intended, when he's going to pull the trigger on that, letting everyone know, or who he lets know first. And yeah, I think it really in 58 minutes, this episode done a lot, and I think this is down to the fantastic like writing and structure and pacing of it. I thought it was great. I already have a character who I want to root for, a fantastic sort of polar opposite personality in Jesse, for a teammate who's also great. And I'm willing to learn more about him, and I cannot wait to see how they solidify their business or their meth business, because already first episode you saw there's cracks in their business. They almost got taken out day one. And if it wasn't for Walter's wits, his smarts, and his obviously knowledge about chemistry and matter and how things work, they wouldn't have gotten out of that situation. Like I said, they would have ended up 6 feet under. And I'm interested to see what's to come. If this was already only the first episode and things went down like that, I think we're in for a banger of a series. I think I'm in for a ride. I think, yeah, there's a reason this show is highly regarded, and I think this episode already just tells me, or gives me an inclination as to what's to come. The acting is fantastic and everything. I found it was a great opener. It was a great opener, and it didn't blow its load from the beginning. It slowly set it up. And then in the end, I'm like, okay, this is how it's gonna go. But I'm interested to see how he gets away from the feds, and then it ends up not being the feds. It ends up being the firefighters, the fire engines, because of the bushfire, and that stroke of luck with the fire engines. He wouldn't have even realized it was them if the trigger didn't work and if the gun wasn't probably on safety. So lots of stroke of luck in this episode for Walter, from the beginning of the episode, where you thought he hit rock bottom. If he wasn't already rock bottom, you thought the cancer announcement was gonna be just rock bottom, like bikini bottom right there. And then no, that change of fortune, that stroke of luck, and that ID he had, and yeah, turned out to be fantastic. And I thought this was a fantastic opener.